Welcome back to the Plays with Cars YouTube channel and another episode of Miniatures Monday. And today we are playing with a Hot Wheels dollar car. These have the blue package. They're typically $1 or less anywhere in the country. I'm going to show you kind of how to jazz them up a little bit. Right here we've got the 007 edition James Bond Big Body 71 Mustang Mach 1. Pretty cool looking car in the package with the red on red. However, if you look at the back here, they tampoed the taillights and the gas cap, but everything else back here is black. Then on the front, you've got a black grille where the frame comes through, and that's it. Now I know on the photo here it shows a red bumper, but if you've watched the movie, it is a chrome bumper car. So I'm going to show you kind of how to add those details and more, and jazz this thing up a little bit to look better on your shelf. So you need the car and an assortment of tools, which we got right here. There and there. So let me explain what we got going on here. Hobby knife, some Sharpies, regular. This one here is a Sharpie fine point, ultra fine point. So you see it's got a lot finer point on it for doing detail work. There's a Sharpie silver metallic pin. I like this pin for certain details on the cars. They're pretty neat, and this was my go-to for the longest time for everything that was chrome until this came out. The Molotow liquid chrome pen. They've been out for apparently 20 years, but they're just now really getting known all over the modeling community and modifying Hot Wheels and stuff like that. It is actual chrome. I mean, I can't justify it enough without showing you this stuff is chrome, and it works so amazingly well. So we're going to use that, Q-tips, tissues, anything like that you need, some white glue, depending on what you want to do. So I'm going to try and save this package. I might screw this up, but that's okay, because I'm not actually going to put it back in. But if you wanted to put it back in on these, you can actually put it over a little bit of steam helps, but also fresh hobby blade, and you just kind of want to find a spot where the glue is the thinnest and get the blade through there. Just kind of help separate it along nicely so it doesn't rip the paper backing. You see we're actually doing fairly well. Oh, cut the corner. Doing fairly well there. Let's see. Should be able to now. Pop that open. So, did alright on that. So now when we're all done, you can put a little white glue on this and glue it back together. And usually people are none the wiser, although obviously your car is going to be super changed. But also if you just like displaying it in the package, you can save the package like that. For when you modify the car and then put it back in as its display. But we're going to get rid of that. Woo! Okay, let's see what we're working with here. Nice car. It says Mach 1 there on the tampo. The reverse side looks good. That is not always the case on Hot Wheels. A lot of times the side that you can see through the box looks great. Then you flip it over and it looks terrible. The other thing you want to notice is register. That's where the tampos are in relation to the details on the car. So like for example, the Mach 1 here, you see the orange here for the marker light and the red in the back. I passed up like 5 of these on the peg because the light here was out of register. So it was like way up front or above or below where it was supposed to be, and it looked terrible. This car was the only one I found that was in register, so it's a great starting point. So let's get to modifying. I don't need the knife anymore. I'll try not to cut myself. This is very awkward, by the way, because there is a camera that you're looking through that's directly between me and the car. So apologies if things are a little weird here. I'm just starting out at this. So first of all, we're going to take our, oh, that one's kind of, let's see, I got more here. There we go. Take your thick Sharpie, and see here where there's supposed to be black underneath the silver, but the red of the door is kind of like shining through. Just want to carefully kind of dab at that to cover that red back up and make it how it was intended. See how much better that looks already? Compare that side to that side. See what I mean? Red there from the factory. Now we got it all black, how the designers intended it and how the 1/1 car is. The thing you could do is come underneath here where the rockers go under, because they're supposed to be black on the 1/1 car as well. Look at that, that looks way better. I'm going to do the same thing back here on the quarter panels. Just that little bit there, that's all it needs. Alright, now I'll do the other side. Do that one too. Do this. So one thing I really love about Sharpie markers and working with Sharpie is if you make a mistake, kind of just there, if you catch it quick enough, you can just kind of wipe it off. If you don't catch it quick enough, you can actually remove Sharpie. I know they say they're permanent, they're not permanent. All you need is a little rubbing alcohol. Isopropyl rubbing alcohol will take Sharpie right off of most surfaces, especially you know, nice painted Hot Wheels. Yeah, just a little bit there on that silver I'm going to touch up. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, if you were to accidentally mark up the door or whatever, you can change that. So I got the silver out here, and I'm going to show you what I mean about the difference between this and the Molotow, okay? It's like, I'll do the front bumper, I guess. So I'm going to try silvering up the front bumper a little bit here with the Sharpie to show what that looks like. And the silver Sharpie is a bit of a misnomer. It is not a Sharpie, it is a paint pen as well, as you heard me shaking it there off camera, but that is kind of what a silver Sharpie gives you. And as you see, it's silver, it is not chrome. The Molotow, on the other hand, shake this one up as well, and I think this one, yeah, it's a little bit thicker. I haven't bought the thin one yet, but anyways, this is chrome. You see the difference between the chrome and the silver, right? So that's what I mean when I say you really want a chrome pen, a Molotow chrome pen for doing chrome bumpers. So again, chrome, silver. Hopefully that is in focus and you guys can all see that, but I'm gonna just go right on over the top of that silver and make this whole stinking bumper chrome how it's supposed to be. There we go, look at that. Does that look better? Way better. Alright, let's try the back, shall we? Side. This is so difficult working in between a camera. I don't know how these guys do it. Hopefully I will get better with practice, so bear with me. Okay, they got the little exhaust tips here right next to the bumper. I'm just going to go ahead and do those too. And just like that. Little license plate area. Just, yeah, look at that. Alright, well, hopefully I can edit this. My camera stopped for no apparent reason and restarted, but I was just finishing up that chrome rear bumper with the Molotow pen, and of course we did the front bumper as well. We're going to adjust those headlights now, and for that I'm actually going to go back to the silver because the headlights are not chrome, they are silver. And or white, or you know, whatever. But we will put those in with that, like so. And while I'm here, I'm going to get the little horsey and try and get this grill edge. I get a little raised edge going around the corral, I should say. Just to kind of help jazz up the nose there a little bit. Alright, let's see. Back to the Molotov. I notice I rubbed just a tad there off. And then we're going to do these hood pins. Just one little blop each for the hood pins. And that will take care of our chrome pin usage for the day, I believe. Alright, so we filled in the black there under the door to match factory, and on the quarter panel we added chrome on the rear bumper and exhaust tips and the gas cap. And then on the front we did the chrome front bumper, fixed up the grille, the headlights, and the hood pins. Now you see I got a little bit of mistakes in there. I'm going to use the ultra fine point Sharpie here to kind of... This one's not really working. Hold on. Always have spares. Oh, there we go. Try this one. There we go, much better. Just to kind of cover up those spots there. I got a little overzealous. There we go, that's better. We can even use this if we want to try getting just a little insets of the grills like that. Oh yeah, look at that front end now. Remember what it looked like before, just all red? We got a chrome bumper, we got the corral on the grill, headlights, hood pins, and now we got the scoops on there. It's gonna look way better inside the package. Not sure that there's anything else we can really add to this thing. The spoiler on the factory cars was black. I don't actually have the James Bond movie, nor did I look up a clip of the chase scene to see if the spoiler was black on it, but the box art for this package didn't show a color either, so I'm just going to leave it red, but that's something you could do if you wanted to change the car up. You could use the black Sharpie and just make the whole spoiler black, kind of change it a little bit more. You could also black out that area of the hood that the factory cars had that they took off for the show, or like try to add the C stripe, things like that. You can change around. I mean, it's your car, do what you want, right? I think I'm going to try one more thing back here, actually. I'm going to switch back to the Sharpie. Here around the taillights is actually supposed to be chrome, just like that corral and the grill. Just very carefully do that just to pick out that raised detail. Mattel was kind enough to give us that detail. We should pick it out. Yeah, check that out. There's some crossbars too, but I'm not sure those are supposed to have it. It's our car. Do what I want. Yeah, that looks alright. Cool. And of course, again, as you see, we got one little spot there that I kind of fell out of the groove, and you just touch that up with the black Sharpie. That's kind of the fun thing about Sharpies. You can go back and forth and cover up as you go and end up with really cool. And actually, while I have this one out, I'm gonna try... Oh, your chrome's still wet. I'll probably just ruin that Sharpie. Well, anyways, a couple hours from now when this chrome is actually dry, I can do the insides of those exhaust tips black. Let's pull that out a little bit more. But yeah, that's our finished Hot Wheels car. And yeah, so hopefully that gives you some ideas on little things you can do to make a Hot Wheels car look better, cooler once you take it out of the package or start playing with it. And like I said, you can put it back in the package if you want, if that's how you roll, or play with the car, kind of whatever you want to do. Yeah, so we'll do some more of these and see how this one turned out.